Alright, welcome to episode 3 of Galactic Conquest, the reboot. We're really doing it for real. We got an extra tech slot from that last dude that we just killed on the metal planet. Seeker Ogbonna. Oh, we're just going to call him Obamna. I think that would be better. Obamna could be described as terse. Sure. Whether by choice or by some manner of glitch, he seems only capable of communicating in the form of single words and concepts. This makes his troop movements erratic and difficult to interpret. Cool. Obamna, we are coming for you. Let me be clear. You will not escape. And we finally have a planet, or a system of 2 planets, so this could be fun. Episode 3. Finally getting 2 planets. Calculating the approach vector. We're coming for you, Obamna. Obamna, this is not... Do not be under any illusion of what this is going to be. Oh my gosh. Okay, the only thing that makes sense to do, that is so resource rich, it's not a starting planet, because I believe we both have to start on the same planet. Like, it makes sense to keep a foothold here, obviously. I think probably in this fort area. But the only thing that kind of makes sense to do in my mind is we're going to build a vehicle factory, get some engineers going, build a orbital factory right away, and Commander is just going to nope out. I think, yeah, we can do both right off the bat here. Commander's going to nope out and go to the metal planet. We might be able to even Annihilate. Sometimes it's weird, though. It used to be weird, I remember, where if there was metal spots, which was dumb, but if there were metal spots on the place where there was, you know, so the Annihilate could theoretically be built, it would actually block it, so we'll test that right away. I guess I also don't know, I don't even remember if we have access to the Annihilate or not. That might technically be, like, a tech we have to get. But no matter what, the eco benefits of the metal planet are so significant that that's where we're headed, is the point. Okay, so Commander, you get loaded up, build a couple orbital fabricators, have them probably go straight to the planet as well. Okay. And somewhere right around there looks perfectly acceptable to me. I mean, the whole planet is very rich in resources. So hold down the fort here. These guys, I'm sure, are more than capable. Make sure that we don't get overrun. We do need some more metal, it looks like. That's alright. Can we cancel? There, that works. So let's get a couple of turrets up, and then you maybe go here. You build another turret there, and an anti-aircraft turret to support it. And you can build another turret here and here. And again, we need A to support them. Okay, enemy contact. He's probably going to drive within range of the turrets, so that is fine by me. And our commander is already almost out to his destiny. We'll send one construction unit with him as well. Alright, here he comes. Ta-da! Why do we have line of sight there? That's kind of weird. Okay. Unload. Let's crank this out. The only thing we don't have is air. Unfortunately, we took advanced vehicles over basic air. I think that was probably the smart decision at the time, so I'm sticking with it. But it will take us a little bit longer, therefore, to actually get some of these things built. But that's alright. We won't be able to spread out quite as fast. But again, that's okay. So get some engineers cranking, and then Commander, you can at least colonize this area for sure. How is this looking? Yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. We're just conquering. We'll just hold this platform for now. You maybe can build an advanced plant once you're done with that. You build some AA turrets up here. And that should definitely be sufficient for the moment, for this planet, while we focus on expanding our reach over here. Okay. We're going to need more energy production, so this guy can focus on that. Then obviously we'll be able to get advanced skies up soon enough. We'll get an orbital factory going. I'll have to try and figure out where our beloved enemy is, probably somewhere in this general area. But I do want to find out if we can annihilate the planet, because that would by far be the most exciting thing we can do, if we can. So build some advanced fabricators, and then we will find out soon enough whether or not we can bring these guns back online. And the first one I'll check is this one, considering it's got, you know, mass deposits in the way. I guess we can always use this as like a nuke base. Just build like hilarious amounts of nukes and launch them across. So that's our backup plan, I guess, if we can't build the Annihilator. I like the idea of just like just using the metal planet as a okay, can we build a catalyst? Oh, we can build a catalyst. And we can apparently build them on every spot. Okay. Let's get to work. Come on. Catalyst? Can we not build the catalyst? Okay, I think we can't actually. That's dumb. Again, because we got these two metal spots here. Yeah, so that's always stupid, in my opinion. Whatever. Okay, I'm a little disappointed now. So you guys just go ahead, build advanced crap. You build advanced crap. You build basic crap. Okay. And then you just start building nukes, I guess. That's pretty much the plan. Alrighty. Back to the Jolly Red planet. Can focus on building a force of levelers eventually. Build a couple more advanced plants just in case we have to go with a ground-based. Prepare for ground assault. Very disappointed that we can't build the Annihilator because the game... Like, how has this not been fixed yet? I remember this from years ago. Like, can they not come up with some bit of code like, okay, a catalyst location, there can't be metal, a metal deposit spawn within, like, you know, X radius of it, or whatever. Like, it seems like... I'm not... As someone who's completely uninitiated on computers, I admit, like... I'm probably... Maybe it is a more complex solution than that, but, like, you'd think there'd be a way to fix that, right? Just like, yeah, you don't spawn... You know, like, there's not a big problem, it seems like, with metal spots spawning, like, in these areas, and, like, the canyons or whatever, right? Yeah, so, like, clearly none spawn, like, in the middle here. So, like, you should be able, the point is you should be able to figure out a way to avoid that, I would think. Alright, and at least we auto-build nukes once they start coming off the line, which is good. So we're gonna, in pretty short order here, we should have pretty significant eco. I mean, we already have pretty significant eco. We just also have pretty significant use of eco. So now we just watch the planet get covered by our color. I don't even think the other guys tried to come here. Yeah, we get another missile launcher off the line, and another one, and another one, and another one, and another one. Alright. Commander keeps building the basic stuff, so then they can get capped by these boys later with advanced. Our energy production is going to be ridiculous. I mean, I'll enjoy the ridiculous amount of nukes and eco we have. I guess that's where I'm going to draw my satisfaction from this game. Alright. Not that we're going to get that far, but might as well. As soon as we finish the first nuke, I think we just start dropping it on different locations. Okay, they're starting to build some orbital stuff. Let's get a... Oh, our battleship's done. Ta-da! Let's just get a few more of these. You know it's PA when you can unironically be like, oh, let's just get a few more of these. Q's 50, you know, a handful. Alright, we got quite a few nukes coming on well along now. How's that going? So the trip is still a ways away. We still are... It's just... It does take a while to fabricate nukes, I guess. When you're not rushing them, which I guess we'll assign these guys to rush it. I don't know how much that'll really help. Still going relatively slow, but, you know, it's on its way. So check back in a minute or two. Should have a nuke ready to go. How's this planet looking? Nothing crazy. We've got another advanced factory ready to go. Got some levelers. Oh, our battleship warped in and is immediately just single-handedly... We could probably win the game just with this ship, if we're being honest. Oh, he's sending an orbital thing. A construction unit, so that could be a problem for us. Let's get some Avengers ready to go. Okay, make sure we set a global patrol route there. Is the nuke ready? Yeah. Oh, not quite still. Wow, it does take a while. Almost. Yay! Alright, let's kill some people. Alright, and for our first nuke, right around there sounds good. And there it goes. That was a very short-lived attempt by the AI at an orbital invasion.
Nuclear missile launcher construction complete.
Alright. Like, in some ways you'd think it's, like, maniacal or, like, fun to have, like, a big resource base, and it is. But it's also more fun just to, like, you know... I don't know, it's not the most... definitely not the most exciting way to win. It's cool to look at, I guess. Still haven't come anywhere near to fully tapping the potential of this planet. And yet, our economy is tremendous. Well, I mean, we're stalling technically, but, you know, we're getting 1.7 thousand metal per second, 130,000 energy, and, you know, it just keeps ticking up as we complete more and more extractors. So...
Missiles are ready to fire.
Oh, fire another missile.
Nuclear missile installation complete.
Did we already... Does he have an anti-nuke? Hold on, let's check on... Let's check on the site here. Maybe I'll just end up battleshipping him. Oh, he does have an anti... No, I guess we... The nuke must have hit. Okay. Is his commander not here? Okay, so his commander's not here. Let's maybe go looking for that. Nuke that area. Do we have any other missiles ready yet? You're ready to launch.
Nuclear missile launcher online.
So let's go ahead and we'll launch one. Seems like a likely spot as any. And then... How many battleships do we have? Just one so far. They do take a while to build, I suppose. So we'll send you here.
Nuclear installation online.
Okay, so this is the one we launched earlier. Cool. How close is the next one? Still pretty far out. Alright.
Nuclear missiles are ready to fire. Nuclear missiles armed.
Alright, you're ready to go. You're ready to go. Who needs a nuke in?
Nuclear missile launcher online.
Maybe there. This actually looks like it might be an empty place. Who's got... Let's build some advanced radar. Try and figure out where the enemy actually is.
Nuclear missile launcher construction complete.
Yeah, screw this patch of dirt in particular. Alright. Okay, there still is stuff here. We did just launch, I think, 2 nukes at that position. Oh, and of course the... yeah. So I think technically we're gonna get it with this guy. Okay, well, fair enough. So as a sort of anticlimactic. I'm just curious what my resources are, honestly. Okay. Let's see here. So 10.3 million metal produced. Yay. Used 108%? What? I don't know. Who knows? Continue war.
System conquered.
We defeated Obamna. Basic air attack unit shows an advanced aerial unit. Whatever. Okay. So we have airplanes. We've discovered flight millions of years in the future. Alright. So long, Obamna. Let's jump over to Vespor. Constructed by Erish Kegel from parts she harvested from herself. That's a little weird. Vesper has developed quasi-religious reference for her mother. Due to the importance she places on the sacred parts used to construct her, she refuses to replace any part of herself. Very careful to avoid damage. Alright. Let's kill this one, and then that'll be a wrap on episode 3, I think.
Choose start point.
Okay, we only have one planet. Yellow Mr. 2. Interesting. Okay, it's the same as the planet from earlier, basically. Just do the same thing, except without the leaving part. We'll colonize this fortress first, and then we will, you know, work from there. It's kind of funny, like, how Planetary Annihilation, I feel like, on one hand, has, like, the idea, you know, or the promise that it would be so diverse, but at the same time, by doing, like these spherical planets, you know, in a lot of ways, they're way less interesting than just making flat maps. Like Sanctuary, I've been following that, so that game's going to come out probably not for a couple of years. They're being very conservative with how they're pushing it, which I respect tremendously. They're not even doing a Patreon yet, which is why I'm pretty confident they're not scam artists, right? Since they're not actually asking for anyone's money yet, despite the fact that the game already appears to be at a place where I think a lot of people would be willing to give them a lot of money. But, like, Sanctuary looks a lot more like basically what Total Annihilation was, kind of what Supreme Commander was. So I'm excited for that, for sure. But it's, you know, it's gonna be just individual maps again. And in some ways it's like, well, maybe that's a step back, but like, not really. The point of the game is to be fun, and these circular planets, like, it was a really cool idea. I was super excited about it when the game was coming out. In terms of actual, like, execution or delivery, though, like, if we're being honest, PA probably has some of the most bland map design of pretty much any RTS game I've ever played. You know, it's very... and that's a shame, because... like, I mean, there's interesting things about the map. There's terrain that dictates the flow of units. There's natural choke points that get created. These fortresses that you got to take advantage of. So it's not like it's Planet Bowling Ball. Like, in some ways, these maps are just as serviceable as like a lot of StarCraft 2 maps. I'm not the biggest StarCraft player personally. But like, it's the same idea of like, okay, yeah, you have sort of these, like, the maps might be visually more interesting in StarCraft, but at the end of the day, the maps all follow a pretty similar and basic design language, which is good, I guess, for a highly balanced, highly competitive game like StarCraft. However, it does make the game, I don't want to say boring, because StarCraft is still a very intense game, regardless of the maps being very samey feeling a lot of the time. But there's an expression I have heard used a few times. I'm a tabletop wargamer as well, so like a super nerd, right? So playing Warhammer 40k and stuff like that on a physical gaming table. And a lot of players kind of mess up the terrain, or they don't do the terrain right. or they don't have a lot of it, and it really benefits shooting armies a lot usually when you have that happen. And I say this as someone who likes to play Tau. I have 2 armies. I have Space Marines and Tau. Both of which are fairly capable of shooting, but Tau, of course, is like the epitome of a shooty army. And like, I hate it when there's a gaming table set up that doesn't have a lot of terrain on it, because terrain is the 3rd player in games like this. Like, maps dictate kind of how you're going to play the game. So the map is going to have a lot of effect on you in the same way that your enemy's actions should theoretically have a lot of effects on you in terms of pressing you into doing particular things. So good map design is really, I mean, it's crucial for any game, for being honest. Like, even a shooter game, you know, map design is critical. Everyone kind of understands this. But when you need to have exciting maps that are interesting to look at, that are going to be, like, captivating, and then also you want to have maps that are actually interesting, in my opinion, to, you know, play on. Okay, so we've got some enemies directly below us. I kind of want to just do a bomber spam since we just got airplanes. I just think that would be fun. It's been a minute since we've done a straight-up bomber spam. Alrighty. There are certain glitches, like I wonder... I know that it's fascinating how TA, nothing's been done with that property when you consider how many things have been done with TA, like, as a, like, spiritual successor or whatever you want to say. You know, you had, obviously, the Supreme Commander franchise, very much a successor to Total Annihilation. Planetary Annihilation, very obviously a successor to Total Annihilation, both just like in the overall concept, but even like the name, obviously, and then the unit design. Like, for instance, the Bumblebee here looks not the same, but it's definitely, the design language is very evocative of the, I think it was just called the Thunder, was the arm bomber back in Total Annihilation, and there's multiple other units, and the whole way the game is laid out that is, of course, very evocative of Total Annihilation. And then Sanctuary, which is coming out soon, and then there was the whole Spring program or whatever. A lot of other games that pay reference. I think I found a mobile game. I was getting on a flight. It was going to be a few hours, and so I was like looking around on the App Store. I'm like, oh, what's a game I could play? Because I don't really keep that many games on my phone, honestly, because I'm not a huge mobile gamer. I'd rather like read most of the time when I'm on a flight. But I was like, you know what? I kind of want to play a game while I'm on this like 4-hour flight. So I read some and then also played a game for a while, and I found this game right before takeoff called Rusted Warfare. So I was able to download it, and I played it while I was on the plane, because I didn't have Wi-Fi on the actual flight because I didn't pay for it, so I downloaded it while we were like still pretty much at the gate. Played it on the flight while the plane was on airplane mode. But like, Rusted Warfare also, in my opinion, very clearly feels very inspired by TA. I could be totally wrong on that, but it feels, a lot of it feels inspired by like Total Annihilation. So you have a game that has had a tremendous effect, seemingly, an impression on the industry that a lot of people seem to love or know about if you talk to people who are kind of old gamers, and even some younger gamer generation guys. And yet, I think Wargaming is who currently owns the IP for Total Annihilation. And despite Wargaming owning it, like, I don't think anyone's ever, I don't think there's been any like announced plan. Oh, that's cool. I do love the explosion. The visuals in this game are actually quite good for how simple the graphics are in a lot of ways. They look impressive. Alright, so that's episode 3, but like, it's fascinating that Wargaming hasn't done anything. I've never heard about Wargaming doing anything with the Total Annihilation IP, and they've had it for years already. So you'd think somebody would make a reboot by this point, but whatever. Maybe like as I publish this video, somebody will announce it. Hey, I'd be happy for it, as long as it's actually good, obviously. But yeah, there we go, episode 3. Thanks for watching.